Alrighty, we're back here again with another video. Class is in session, and the topic of the day is lucid dreaming. So let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so just so you know, I've been lucid dreaming since I was a little kid, like no kidding. I was probably like 8 years old when I realized I was being able to keep my awareness in my dreams while I was having dreams. So I got a lot of experience with this. I've been doing this for decades now. So yeah, people have been asking me for a lot of advice about it and how they can get their consciousness into their subconscious mind and be able to control their dreams and whatnot. In case you didn't know, that's what lucid dreaming is. It's the awareness that you are dreaming while you're in a dream and the ability to manipulate situations in the dream. So when it happens to the subconscious mind, or while you're in the subconscious mind, what is going on is the dream state is the reflection of what's going on in your subconscious mind. So whenever you're in a dream, that's what's going on in your mind, and that's your subconscious mind communicating to you in metaphors. So you have to be able to put the pieces of the puzzle together in order to interpret your dreams, but that's not what we're talking about exactly in this video. What we're going to talk about specifically is how can you get to the point where you have control over your dreams. So go ahead and click that like button, comment, subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos. I got a lot of information coming for you guys. So the easiest way for you to be able to get your awareness into your subconscious realm is for you to give yourself reality checks while you're here. So while you're awake, walking around in your everyday life, start giving yourself reminders that you're not sleeping. So just as something regular, I don't know, maybe as often as you check the time, every time you check the time, remind yourself, okay, cool, it's 12:01 and I'm not dreaming. That's the easiest way to do it. What I used to do, I used to look at the back of my hands, because you ever hear somebody say something like, I know that like the back of my hands. Like, you should recognize the back of your hands anywhere. That's what you should be able to do throughout any time. So when you look at your hands in this world, you know what they're supposed to look like. You know the wrinkles, the scars, or what have you. Maybe you have, like me, I got a beauty mark on one of my fingers, one of these fingers. I got all type of stuff. So it's easy for me to identify when I am in a dream state, because in the dream state, my hands won't look like this. I might have 7 fingers on one hand, or if I'm staring at them long enough, they might morph into something else. The colors might be different and all type of things. There's a lot of different trippy stuff that happens in dreams, but the easiest way for you to carry that into your subconscious, like I said, on the consistent basis, I mean as frequently as you can think to do it, give yourself something that'll cue you to remind you, oh wait, let me look at my back of my hands. I still have 10 fingers on my hand. This looks normal. I am not dreaming right now. And you can assure yourself you're not dreaming. And another good way to do it is for you to ask yourself how you got into the situation that you're currently in. So you ever have a conversation with somebody and y'all start talking and talking and talking, y'all say something outlandish, or y'all start having a conversation about something crazy. It's like, man, how do we even get on this subject? You got to be able to do that. So that moment where you're like, how did I even get here? Start doing that while you're in this realm also. So I'm standing right here because I can remember making the decision to walk here. I have the memory to remember what it took for me to get to this position. But see, when you're in the dream state, you're probably not going to remember how you got there. So that is going to be one of those things where you're like, wait a second, I don't remember how I got here. Because you're going to keep consistently reminding yourself of how you got into the situation in this world. So naturally, when you build a good enough habit about it, you're going to start getting that habit into your subconscious too. So you'll start doing it while you're dreaming also. Okay, so once again, start paying attention to the back of your hands. Give yourself some reality checks. Remind yourself reasons how you know you're not dreaming and how you got into the situation that you're in currently. Alrighty? So your dream state is going to be very, very important when it comes to your everyday life. You have to remind yourself that you want to keep your awareness in your dream state. So you have to start reminding yourself and encouraging yourself in a way. Because if you keep telling yourself something like, I can never remember my dreams, I can't control my dreams, your subconscious hears every thought that you ever have, and any form of belief system that you have, your subconscious is going to be convinced of that. That's anything. That's why people say stuff like speak stuff into existence. So if you aren't yet very good at dreaming, you need to start telling yourself, my memory is really good. I'm starting to remember my dreams all the time. Start writing your dreams down. That's also another way for you to start being more aware of what's going on in your subconscious mind. But you got to pay close attention to what's going on in your surroundings more than anything else. Because if I'm looking around, right, I look on the ground, I see a rock, I'll just naturally start analyzing that rock. I look at all the details. You see all the details in this rock. You can see wrinkles in it, and you can see the different sharp edges of it and everything. You can do that in the subconscious realm too. When you start paying attention to all the details in this world, and you start looking really closely at stuff and analyzing, it's going to expand your consciousness. So whenever you're in the dream state, you're going to start doing that too. So in my dream state, I naturally start looking around at stuff. I'm looking at stuff in detail. I'll pick up a rock like that and look at it closely. Now, when you finally do get to the point where you can remember or you can recognize that you are dreaming, you're probably going to get excited, and you're probably going to end up waking yourself up out of it, and it's going to be kind of frustrating. So try to remain calm, because the moment you start thinking too much about like, oh man, I'm not even right here right now, I'm not in a dream, I'm actually laying in the bed. You think about your body, boom, you're going to snap back into your body, you're going to wake up. So try not to get your emotions too out of order. You want to remain calm the entire time, especially while you're sleeping. Why would you want to be stressed out while you're sleeping? That's like an oxymoron. If you're sleeping, you're supposed to be getting rest. You're supposed to be relaxing. And you should really be having a lot more fun than while you're asleep. Or should I say joy? I say fun. Look, I'm using one of those words that means something different than how we use it. But that's a reference to something that I spoke about in another video about magic words and speaking things into existence. Check that video out if you haven't. It's pretty interesting, if I may say so myself. But to get back to the subject of lucid dreaming, so like I said, you're going to pay attention to the details in your environment around here, so that when you are laying down, you're going to be able to keep your awareness there because you pay attention to details. Another word of advice: it's much easier to lucid dream when you get a little bit of sleep, wake up in the middle of the night, and then lay back down. I find it to be 100% easier. I've been able to do it whenever I feel like it, really, but I realized when I was first starting to get good at it, I was much more likely of falling into a lucid dream and keeping my awareness up if I was able to get up in the middle of the night. Maybe what I would do is drink a bunch of water, or not a bunch, but drink a significant amount of water to where I knew in the middle of the night I would have to go to the bathroom. So when I get up and go to the bathroom, I would tell myself, look, I would look at the back of my hands. I'm like, okay, look, I know I just woke up. So now I'm looking at my hands. I know I'm not dreaming. Okay, cool. Go to the bathroom, lay back down. You lay back down, man. All you got to do is let your body relax. Your body's already still in that sleepy state. You got all of that melatonin flowing through you. Go ahead and just relax. Allow your body to fall asleep again. But keep your mind and your awareness at the forefront. So your body's going to fall asleep, but your mind will not fall asleep. So whenever you do flip over into that subconscious mind, you might be like, dang, I was just in the bed a couple seconds ago. You're looking around, all of a sudden you realize you're in your dream. Then you can do whatever you want. When I tell you you could think of anything and it'll happen instantly in your dreams, instantly. It's so cool, man. It's so cool. That's why I'm making this video, because I really want everybody else to be able to do this. Because I talk about stuff like this to people I know, and I don't normally have that many people who have any experience doing it, or not much experience at least. So I want to be able to help the world be able to control their dreams. This is just like one of my life's purposes. Can't you tell I'm yearning to help you all? Alright, so anyways, so like I said, once you get your awareness into the subconscious mind and you snap into that subconscious realm, you can do anything you desire. So if you want to climb a mountain, you can climb a mountain. You want to fly, you can fly. But let me tell you something. If you have fears, they will show up in your dreams. So if you're in a situation where you're hoping something doesn't happen, it's going to happen instantly because it's a dream. And your subconscious responds immediately because your subconscious cannot tell the difference between what is fact and what is fiction. And that's why I was telling you, you have to make sure that you are always speaking positive things into existence, because your subconscious will believe you either way. You can tell yourself the most delusional lies, but if you tell yourself that lie long enough, it's gonna become the truth. It's just how this world works. So if you tell yourself that you're happy, successful, and you have everything that you desire and all that stuff, it's gonna end up coming. And it's probably gonna happen sooner rather than later if you truly believe it. But if you're fearful, if you're timid, if you have doubts about your abilities, you're gonna attract negative situations in any life. That's in this realm, that's in the subconscious realm, that's in the astral world. It doesn't matter. If you have negative energy weighing on your bodies plural, because you got this physical three-dimensional body, you got your astral body, but let's stay on subject. Right now we're talking about the subconscious. You got to make sure you're thinking positively so that in your dreams you're going to have great situations happen. And when I tell you you can have anything that you think of, I mean anything. But I got to remind you, don't abuse the ability, because your subconscious downloads everything, and anything that you do in that realm is going to reflect in your personality in this world. So I wouldn't recommend that you go doing what people might consider to be bad things in the subconscious realm, because you can literally do anything that you desire, but there's much more to it than just being able to control your environment. Because the truth is, you have dreams in order to be at a better awareness of who you are and what you're going through subconsciously, what you've been through, and it should help you communicate with yourself. Your subconscious is communicating to your conscious mind, because you got three levels: the conscious, the subconscious, and then you got the unconscious, which is where all the information is stored from all of your ancestors' experiences and your DNA and all of the information of all the lifetimes you've ever experienced. But we're talking about the subconscious, which is majority just the stuff that you've experienced in this lifetime. That's the simplest way for me to explain this. You guys got any questions, make sure you leave them in the comment section. And until next time, guys, have a great one.